yogis, yoginis, friends in recovery. This is just a quick 20-minute practice to invite some energy back into your body. And so the movements will be quite simple, beginner level asana. However, the practice is always inviting you to bring a sort of intermediate quality of attention. So drawing the mind onto the breath and into this present moment, if you can, the best you can for 20 minutes. And that is the other element of practice that is available for us. So come to stand. Yeah, come to stand in Tadasana at the top of your mat. So top of your mat over here, but I will be standing this way so that you can see me a little better. Tadasana, your feet are hip distance wide, arms are beside your body, palms facing forwards. Close your eyes here. Close your eyes and find your breath and start to elongate the breath. As you elongate the breath, hold your attention on it quite intensely, following the entire length of the inhale, watching the pause, following the entire length of the exhale, watching the pause, like that. So that with the intensity of your presence on the breath inside yourself, the rest of your day starts to drift away. External worries, everything just drift away, just for now. And let's begin the practice with 3 Mahat Yoga Pranayam breaths. So using that expansive quality of breathing, take an inhale here. And when we exhale, we'll whoosh it out like this. Again, inhale. And whoosh it out. Last one, inhale. And whoosh it out. Good. Opening your eyes here, separate your feet a little wider. Keep the knees facing forwards, and let's start to swing the arms left and right. So swing so hard that you're actually sort of smacking the front and back of your body while keeping your knees forwards. And another 3 breaths here, inhaling, and then when we exhale, we're going to hum for the entire length of the exhale, okay? Inhale and hum it out. Inhale and hum it out. Last one, inhale. Okay, slow down your swinging, bring your feet back together. Okay, on your next inhale, I want you to keep your arms super straight, keep the palms facing forwards. Inhale and reach your arms all the way up towards the sky and slightly behind you even. Keep your chin slightly tucked so you're not lifting your head. And when we exhale, we're going to whoosh it out again and lower the arms. So at the top of the inhale, I want you to hold the breath for about 5 seconds. Be present to the expansiveness in the upper chest. Inhale. And whoosh it out. Last one, inhale. And whoosh. Great. Okay, coming to the top of your mat again, make sure your feet are back in hip distance position if they've moved away from that. Let's do a forward fold here. Inhale the arms all the way up. This time bring the gaze up to your thumb tips. As you exhale, send your tail back and your heart forwards as you come into your forward fold. Soften the knees here if you need to so that the belly can rest slowly towards the upper thighs here. Grab opposite elbows, tuck your chin, and come to relax in your forward fold. Straighten your legs as much as the body will allow. Look for sort of that perfect space between effort and ease.
and even rock lightly back and forth on your feet here. Okay, and then bring your body to stillness here. Let's start to use the breath to move the body. So when you inhale, feel the breath expand to the front, the sides, and the back of the body simply by moving our attention in those ways. When you exhale, just relax even more and be present to what relaxes in the body. Elbows moving towards the earth more, belly softening towards the thighs more. Let's take a few breaths here, staying present to the intimate experience inside yourself. Okay, on your next inhale breath, slowly draw the belly in to protect your spine. Soften your knees and stand tall. Bring the arms wide, all the way up to the sky. Palms meet, eyes meet the thumbs. And then exhale your palms through your heart center. Inhale the arms back up, gaze up. Exhale, fold, tail back, heart forwards, fold forwards with the hands to the floor or to the fronts of your shins. As you inhale, pull the heart forwards as you look 3 feet in front of your mat, press the tail back, and exhale your right leg all the way down and bring the right knee to the earth. Untuck that back foot. Inhale, bring your torso up, palms to the sky. Exhale, send your right thigh forwards as you grip the top of the right foot into the mat for a little bit of traction there. And then as you inhale next, lift your heart up towards the sky, bring your eyes to your thumb tips, and then find your breath here. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, so that the breath has enough time to move through the body and so that the mind stays anchored to this moment, using the breath as a vehicle for that. On your next exhale, slowly lower the body down towards that left thigh as you bring your hands down. Tuck your back toes and send your left leg back into a high plank position. Take a full inhale breath here. As you exhale, lower the knees, untuck the toes, and come into child's pose. Lower the forehead towards the ground, soften the elbows. Take the time here to breathe some 3-dimensional breaths through the body. Stay present to the sensations. Have the sensations inform you of where the different constrictions and tightnesses exist in the body. And we just bear witness to that. We just witness it, be here for it, stay present to it. And our presence plays a large role in how we start to use the practice like a medicine for healing. Inhale, come back forwards into tabletop position, tuck your toes. Exhale yourself into just a knees floating position. And then just hold this position for a moment, keeping your knees floating. Feeling into the strength of your arms, press your hands into the ground, lift your heart a little further away from the mat so the space between your shoulder blades gently reaches up towards the sky here. And then on your next exhale breath, send your tail back, heels towards the earth for your downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog position, let's bend the right knee and send your left heel towards the earth. And then walk the other way, left knee bends, right heel towards the earth. Go back and forth like that, stretching out your hamstrings, and keep taking deep breaths to stay present and also to keep the inner, deeper body moving. Good. Walk your feet just a couple steps forwards, and then let's walk the hands back towards the feet for another forward fold here. Soften the knees quite a bit so the belly drops towards the thighs. Grab opposite elbows. Now the belly connecting to the thighs, try and keep that connection quite strong as you start to straighten your legs a little more. Tuck your chin a lot so that you can release and relax the back of your neck here. Again, just a few 3-dimensional breaths here, expanding. And exhaling, relaxing even more with every breath out. Good. Softening knees, come all the way up, stand tall, palms to the sky, eyes up to the sky. Exhale your hands through the heart center and walk your feet back to the top of the mat.
Other side, inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale your left leg all the way back, left knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, slide your left thigh forwards a little more, gripping the left foot into the mat. Send your heart up towards the sky, eyes up towards your thumb tips, and move a few deep breaths in through the body here. Again, anchor your attention to either the count of the breath, subtle sound of the breath, or the sensations in the body. Stay present. Exhale, lower the hands back down. Tuck your back toes. This time look forwards. In one inhale breath, step your left foot forwards into a half lift. And then exhale, melt the belly down to the thighs, heart down, chin tucked, relax here. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands through the heart center. Good. Bring your feet together so that the inner feet are touching. Inhale the arms up, and then as you exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, bring the hands to your heart and sit into an imaginary chair here. Sit into an imaginary chair, tuck the tail slightly, belly in slightly, heart lifted, and find one spot to stare at on the ground somewhere so that your gaze is steady. Find your breath, inhaling, exhaling, steady, relax the shoulders. And even when your thighs start to burn slightly, stay anchored to the steadiness of your breath. Feel your strength being drawn from the steadiness, evenness, and the calmness of breath. Just one more here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Stand your feet into the earth deeper. Stand tall. Hands all the way up to the sky. And exhale your hands all the way down. Again, walk up to the front if you've stepped away from there. Okay. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring your arms into cactus shape and send your right leg all the way back, toes pointing forwards, and float that knee, just hover it off the ground. Okay, we're gonna do 3 whooshing breaths as we twist to the left here. Inhale, and whoosh, turn to your left. Inhale, and whoosh, belly and heart turn to your left, inner upper thighs squeeze in towards each other. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Hold this position right here. Just lower your arms so you can relax them. And just find your breath here. Find one spot to stare at on the ground. As you inhale, imagine lifting in through the waist higher. And as you exhale, feel the belly turn a little more to your left. Heart turn a little more to your left, even if you just imagine it. Good. Inhale, turn to the front. Exhale, right leg, step forwards. Good. Shake it out. Actually, let's shake out everything. Arms, legs, shoulders. Send out a few whooshing breaths out of the mouth. Okay, good. And then back to the front. I know that can feel a little funny sometimes just doing it on your own, but it's good to shake out the body, shake out the neck, shake out the head. Lots of whooshing breaths out. Especially in recovery, we're tending to hold a lot of tension. So a lot of breathing out of the mouth is really useful in practice. When we breathe in, we always breathe in through the nose. Breathing out of the nose is ideal when we're in a balanced state. If we have a lot that we're holding, then or just use your breath, send things out of the system whenever you feel the need. Okay, other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms into cactus. Left leg, step it all the way back and hover the knee. Okay, this time we're doing 3 whooshing breaths, twisting to your right. Inhale. Whoosh, twist to your right. Inhale. Whoosh.
One more, inhale. And whoosh. This time you're going to hold this position here. Lower the arms so you can relax them and just send a few deep breaths through the body, steadying the mind on the breath as usual, counting or listening or feeling the breath. Good. Take one more inhale breath. Exhale, turn to the front and send your left foot to the front. Okay, good. Shake out your legs again, shake out your arms, shake out your head. Let's do a whooshing breath here. Inhale and whoosh it out. Okay, so let's make our way onto the ground here. Let's take an inhale breath again. Send your arms all the way up. Bring your eyes up and exhale, fold Uttanasana all the way down. As you inhale, come into your half lift, looking 3 feet in front of your mat. And as you exhale, just come onto your bum and then slide yourself to the back of the mat so you can send your legs straight out. Good. Bend your right knee here and then place your right foot on the other side of your left leg for our seated twist. Hug your right leg in with your left arm and place your right hand behind you. Make sure that your right hand is close to your bottom so that you don't have this tendency to lean back on the arm. So bring it close to your body. Left toes, point them straight up. As you inhale, sit as tall as you can. As you exhale, hug the leg in towards you and turn the lowest part of your belly over to your right. Now hold still right here for your next inhale breath as you reach up through the crown towards the sky. And as you exhale, now turn your heart a little bit more to the right and start to turn your chin towards your right shoulder. Now close your eyes here, relax your forehead, relax your jaws, find your breath. Find a minimum 4-second breath again so that the breath has enough time to move through the body and study the body. Cultivate a deep level of presence with yourself so you can study the sensations as you inhale. Know where the breath calls your attention. Let it guide your attention. And then hold your presence on those spaces as you breathe so that the breath itself starts to open these areas of the body where we're holding muscular tension, emotional tension, mental tension. Good. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, let's turn back to the front. Okay, send your right leg out, left knee bend, and then bring this foot to the other side. Hug your left leg in towards you and place your left hand behind you. So one of the really important things in this practice is that we're not moving ahead of the breath. We're not letting the mind do the movement. We really start to surrender our awareness on the breath and the mind on the breath. And in so doing, eventually the breath itself becomes a guide through the practice, also becomes a healer in the ways in which it starts to move through the body, and also becomes a teacher in teaching us where it's moving, how to move, when to move, all these things. This is this is a relationship that's developed over time with practice. So for now, what we're doing is really anchoring this relationship we have with the breath by bringing these 3 aspects of ourselves together, the body, breath, and mind. So why I'm saying that right now is that before we muscle our way into our twist, we just come into this position here. We don't twist at all yet. We take an inhale breath to sit tall. As you exhale, you use the exhale breath as it compresses through the body and creates space to turn the belly over to your left a little more. Then hold still. Take an inhale breath and again, lengthen upwards. And then exhale, heart turns a little more to your left, chin towards your left shoulder. Close your eyes. Close the eyes and relax the parts of the body that don't need to hold tension. And then start to move these minimum 4-second breaths through the body. Breathe 3-dimensionally so that the breath itself can kind of act like a feeler moving through the spaces of the body. And then we just be present to ourselves, present to the sensations, present to learning about where we're holding tension. And our presence becomes like a form of self-love, self-care, deep self-care. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, turn back towards the front. Uncross your legs and let's come onto our back. On your back, hug the knees in towards you, pull them into your chest, and just rock left and right here as you take some deep breaths, getting ready to just fall into Shavasana. Good. And then send your legs straight out and arms beside the body. Have your legs wide so nothing's touching. Arms are wide, palms up. And just to close our practice, again, let's do 3 big whooshing breaths. Take an inhale breath through the whole body and whoosh it out. One more in and whoosh. Last one, inhale and let it go. Good. And then just take a moment to rest here. Try not to rush into whatever it is that you have to do next. Even if you lay for 30 seconds, just take a moment. If you have more than 30 seconds, even better, just to rest the body. So whether you rest or whether you decide that it invites you, the practice has invited you to stay on your mat and maybe do a little bit more intuitive movements on your own, enjoy the rest of your time. Thank you for joining.